Hello, welcome to Sunny's Hatha Yoga practice using blocks. This is a fully seated practice. Anyone and everyone is welcome to join. And if you don't have blocks, please use books. They're a great alternative. When you start, wide-legged seated position on the mat, take a breath, scoop up your right arm, go above your head. I pushed out the block from my left hip and looking under my arm. Breathe in and out your nose. Make sure you're not hunching forward or back. We're going to flow right to the next side. So left arm up and over my head. You should feel a nice extension from your hip all the way to the tips of your fingers. Breathe in and breathe out through your nose. Come up, bring the blocks a little closer to you. Hands on the blocks, roll your shoulders back and breathe. Just let your chest open slowly. Again, looking past your drishti, which is looking right past your nose and focus on one spot. I'm going to tilt my head over to the left. Left hand comes up by my ear. Now the blocks have different positions. I'm going to go to the highest position, rest my right hand on the block and breathe. This is great to open up your neck, and you can really feel it up all through the sides of your neck, forward and backward. It's wonderful, but don't put pressure on your neck with your hand. Use my hand to guide my head back into position, and we're going to flow to the other side. Block comes out. Scoop up air, right hand top my head by my ear, left hand on the highest level of the block. Breathe in and breathe out. Look past your drishti. This class is all about you, all about your wellness, all about taking care of yourself. Breathe in and breathe out. Head goes back into alignment with assistance. Block comes down. Rolling over my feet. Blocks are going to come. One block is I'm going to use to sit on. This is a modified balasana, child's pose. So I am resting myself on my block. My knees are open like a V on the mat. Adjusting some here for comfort. And I'm going to go ahead and roll myself down. Reaching for the other block helps make sure that I'm really giving my back a nice extension. My forehead is kissing the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. It's very hard to relax, but it's very important that you learn how your body feels when it's time to relax. Roll myself up into tabletop. Blocks go towards the top of the mat. They are on the second level. I'm going to go from tabletop to low lunge. Left foot flush to the mat. Using the blocks to help give me an extension to lift up and breathe. Again, looking just past your drishti. Your drishti is looking just beyond your nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your hips drop, but be even. I'm going to roll the blocks up to the top level and we'll go into Hamanasana. Halfway split. Foot is flexed. I'm going to slowly let my body drop down into the asana. I have a slight bend in my knee, and I actually will have a slight bend in my knee throughout the entire practice. Moving back, notice how I adjust the blocks into low lunge. My back foot never moves, it stays. Letting my hips drop further so I can open up through my hip flexors. Breathe in and breathe out. Foot comes back to meet the left. Take a pause. Breathing in and out. Left foot comes forward. Hips drop and breathe. Now my hands are fully on the block. It's really important that your hands be fully on the block. You don't want to slip and have an injury. Breathe in and breathe out. The Padarama breath. Notice how I'm moving the blocks up and going into Hamanasana. Prep, halfway split. Body rolls down. Knee does have a slight bend. Back foot, flush to the mat. It's like my anchor. Breathe in and breathe out. Don't grip the mat. Don't grip the um, yoga blocks. You don't want to take away from where you're really trying to have opening and space created in your body. Blocks come down, move back into low lunge, letting your hips fall open. Drop down, breathe. Slowly moving my left foot to meet my right. Take a pause on the yoga blocks. I'm going to go into a modification of camel using the block. I'm going to rest my hands atop the block, open my chest. Now, instead of me dropping my head all the way back, I'm actually going to keep my head more upright, looking past my drishti. The block is helping me guide my hips towards the front of the mat, giving it a nice opening all through the front part of my legs, up through my hip flexors. My feet are fully anchored to the mat. Breathe. Slowly come up. We're going to adjust the blocks and I'm going to stack them. This is a modification of hero. Knees are out, fully seated on the blocks. Arms come up, take a breath. Cactus, your arms back, open your chest. Come forward like a big beach ball. Breathe. Focus on the opening of your chest, shoulders, and neck. Come up into cactus. Let your arms start to feel like they're coming towards each other. Go back around like a beach ball. Your bottom half stays very heavy. You have the blocks to support you. Come back up into cactus. Breathe. Keep looking past your drishti. Come up, hands above your head, and let your hands come down to rest upon the top of your thighs. Take a pause and breathe. Slowly adjusting, coming off of the blocks. I'm going to move and still use both blocks. So I will be on both blocks. Legs have come forward in a modified Dandasana. I have a slight bend in my knees, but my feet are still flexed. Arms up and over. Now I'm not going as deep into the asana as I normally would. Again, this is slower, and we're holding onto the asanas longer. The back of your legs will feel like they have come alive in this asana. Roll yourself back up, hands stay up, bring them down beside you. Breathe, look past your drishti. Feet are still flexed. Arms come up overhead. Now relax your shoulders when that happens. And come up, over, and down. Breathe. When you bring your arms above your head, your shoulders come down and you don't want to press them down. It'll put pressure on your back. You want to make sure you're very gentle. Roll up, hands up. Hands come beside you for modified Dandasana. Again, slight bend in the knee is no problem. Now to come off the blocks. Coming back down into a seated asana. I'm going to sit on one of the blocks. Whoop. Yes, you did catch me, and that's what I'm doing is exactly how you focus and get right back into your practice. And rest my knee, my foot on top of the block. And I'm gonna sit forward. I'm gonna let my left knee, my left leg be flexed. I would like gravity to do its job into allowing my hip to slowly open. I don't want pressure on my knees. Knee is slightly bent on both sides. Now we're gonna switch positions. Right leg is out, stretched out in front of you. Left leg is on top of the block, and you're sitting upright. Make sure you're not hunching forward. We're sitting straight up. And we're relaxing. Both feet are flexed. Breathe in and breathe out. Coming out of this asana, I'm going to lift up. Now your blocks, I'm going to move into a modified fish pose. Would like to make sure your blocks are like a T is what I was showing. One block should hit right at your bra strap or mid back. You're going to let your head fall back onto the second block, adjust as you need. Now, for me, because my knee has been bothering me, I'm letting my lower half kind of relax. My knees are bent, but my chest and my arms, my head are all opening. And I'm letting gravity do the work because there's an additional adjustment there. I have the blocks to help me and to guide me through wanting my to feel my chest and my arms opening, relieving tension and stress. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Now I'm going to slightly adjust. I'm going to remove the block that was supporting my head. I would like to have um, a deeper opening for my chest. So head comes down, top of the head meets the mat. Make sure your legs are still heavy, slight bend, and allow your chest to open, allow your throat chakra to open. And it's not chakra, it's chakra, your heart chakra. Breathe in and breathe out. In this asana, I actually closed my eyes. I didn't look past my drishti. I closed my eyes. Allow your arms to help guide you sitting back up. We're going to shift the blocks. Whoop. Yes, you saw that. And I'm not going to retape so you guys don't see what happens. Real yoga teachers go through these things. I'm going to sit on one block, wide legged. I'm going to adjust the block so that you all can see me as we flow through these asanas. So wide legged seated position. Arms come above your head. Let your shoulders drop gently. I'm just going to flow from the side, arms stay straight, around to the other side. So some gentle circles using your upper body as your lower body stays heavy and stable on the block. The block helps relieve tension and stress on your knees. We just flow back and forth. Make sure you breathe. Arms need to come above by your ears as you roll back around. Come back up. Arms come down. And I want you to loop your right arm underneath your left and bring the arm towards you. Ooh, you will feel a lovely opening that happens in your shoulders in this asana. I promise you. Untwist your arms. We're going to reverse our legs. Still sitting on the block, making sure everything's straight. I'm adjusting. Arms come up. This time your right arm goes in front of your body and you're going to hook your left arm underneath. One thing you want to avoid is bringing your shoulder too far forward. Your shoulder needs to stay in alignment with your body, and your arm that's looped underneath, the left arm, is what's guiding your arm towards your body. That is where you feel that great extension. We're going to come out of that asana, sit for one moment, both feet on the ground, sitting straight up. Breathe in, breathe out. Coming off the block, I'm going to remove one block, put it to the side. I'm going to sit wide-legged. I am grasping my elbows with my hands. Adjusting myself, I'm going to do a twist. First, we're going with the bind of the hands on the elbows. Your hands are cupping your elbows. You're going to twist towards the right. And then you're going to twist towards the left. I am looking over my shoulder, but I never let the bind go. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, posture is important to make sure you're not hunching or going too far back. That could cause injury. Gently letting my hands go from my elbows and on my shoulders. Roll yourself open, drop your head, roll forward, cat-cow, roll open, and really let your head drop. Let your shoulders roll open when you go forward. Roll them open. You'll feel it across your back. Drop your head back. Let your throat chakra and your heart open towards the sky. Again, roll forward. Really let your shoulders roll forward. Adjusting, going towards the front of the mat. Now, your block should be towards the bottom of your tailbone of your sacrum, right? I have mine on the middle position. This is a modified bridge. My feet are aligned going towards the front of the mat. You want to make sure your legs, your knees don't flare open. They need to stay in alignment with your hips. And breathe. Untuck your neck. Make sure that your neck is flat and your chin is going down towards you. Breathe in and breathe out. Lifting my toes, lifting myself up to remove the block from underneath me. Now I'm going to bring my hands together like that, and I allow my thumbs to help support my neck. We're just going to stretch out here, it's kind of like bicycle, only we're going to keep our top part of our body steady and lifting our shoulders up. We're going to move our feet gently back and forth against the sky. It's like you're kicking against air. Toes are flexed. You bend one knee and then the other. Make sure you're staying upright off the shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. This is challenging, but well worth it. Bring my toes straight in the air. Point, point, point. Hold your shoulders. Hold your shoulders. Gently roll them down. Gently bring down your feet to slowly kiss the mat. I'm going to reach around and grab onto my feet. Knees are bent. I'm going to slowly let gravity bring the knees towards my upper body. Breathe in and breathe out. I don't want any pressure, no pressure. Letting my right foot go and bringing my left foot closer. My left knee is going towards my left armpit. This is a great hip opener, but it's gentle. Stretch your leg out. Let it hover. Breathe. Bring it back up to meet the right. Right comes in. As you see, I loop my hands around my foot and gently just let myself fall into the asana fully. Breathe in and breathe out. My knee is going towards my armpit. That is a different type of hip opener, but it's lovely. Let go of your foot. You're just going to let your foot hover for a moment. Leg comes back down to meet the other. Figure four. Left ankle over right knee, just above it. Arms go through your legs and gently guide your lower half toward your upper half. Both feet are flexed. Now, mind you, guide, don't force. Allow your body to open slowly as it needs to. Gently let your feet come down to the mat. Take a breath. Do the same thing on the other side. Right knee is bent, ankle above the knee, and flex both feet. Breathe in and breathe out. Now my arms go fully out, almost at a 45-degree angle as I end up doing this type of asana. And that's to allow for growth to happen, for more opening to happen. Both feet unwind, kiss the mat with your feet. Slowly rock up, rock back, forward. Don't let your feet kiss the mat. Let them hover. It's a challenge to let them hover, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Breathe. Focus on your drishti. Your drishti helps you keep balance, helps you keep focus. Breathe in and out. Gently come down. I'm going to roll over, crisscross, roll over my ankles. Now I've removed both blocks for the other vinyasa and the other asanas. Now I just want to come down onto my forearms and lift my my right leg into the sky, point my toes, and let my hip open. It's very important for you to have some balance in your arms as you're doing this. No weight should be more on one arm than the other. The weight should be even. Foot comes down, rest, adjust, breathe, kick your left foot up, flex your toes, stay balanced. I'm looking directly at my mat. I don't want my head to go up. I want it to stay aligned with my back. Breathe in and breathe out. Your leg that's on the mat should be flush and at 90 degrees. Come down. Now I'm going to do a little baby dolphin here to let my back get an extension, especially my lower back. So on tiptoes, fully bent knees, bend them as much as you want. And I'm going from my back down. Slowly come up, rolling over your ankles. I'm going to grab a block. Take a seat on the block. Make sure I'm fully adjusted. Knees are bent. Now this is a twist. Right foot is underneath, bent. Left foot is on top, bent, fully on the mat. And I'm going to twist towards the left. Now both my arms are open and I am looping my right arm above my knee. I'm not forcing myself into this asana. As you breathe through your padarama, your body will open and allow you to get further into the twist. Gently coming up, hands come beside you. We're going to reverse. Take a breath. Keep your knees bent. Left foot underneath, right foot flush to the mat. Adjusting for comfort. Arms come up, twisting my body towards the right and breathing. This is all about from the midline all the way around. You will really feel this twist. You're looking towards the back of the room. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring yourself back up, hands above your head, bring them down. Modified Dandasana. Now we're going to do butterfly. This is a wide-legged butterfly. I'm not as close in. I'm sitting upright and I'm still sitting on a block. This is a gentler version, and right now with Hatha, it should be gentle. Now I'm going to move the block. Need to adjust. I'm going to grab the other blocks. I'm going to show you a different version of that same asana. Put the blocks underneath your knees. Adjust them as you need to give your knees support. Come back into butterfly, sit straight up. I'm adjusting by moving the fleshy part from underneath me. Now I'm going to bend forward just a tad, but my back is straight. My hands are around my feet, and I'm breathing in and out my nose. I'm looking past my drishti. Slowly come up. Take a pause, hands on your shins. Breathe in, breathe out. Guide your knees back together using your hands. The blocks, I'm going to put them off to the side. Come towards the front of the mat. I'm going to roll myself down. Bring my feet out into Shavasana. Now I'm going to let my knees be slightly bent. And we're just going to sit here, give ourselves to gravity. Let all of the stress, any anxiety, everything just melt. It flows away. Eyes are closed. Tongue is away from the top of your mouth. Let your mouth be slightly open. Breathe in and breathe out. Shoulders are slightly tucked under you. Hands, your palms are facing the sky. Stretch up a little bit. Bring my feet up. I'm going to rock up, turn around, and come back to face the front. Well, I hope you enjoyed this gentle hatha practice using the blocks. Come back to it as many times as you like. Share, comment below. I can't wait to hear from you.